Hello, welcome to my channel. Um, I'm doing a reading today for the new moon in Capricorn. And this new moon is the first new moon of the new year. So we're in 2026, which is a year one in numerology. A year one signifies a new beginning, a new cycle. And we just finished 2025, which was a year nine, but we are still in the year of the snake, which is from the Chinese zodiac. We'll be completing the year of the snake in February with the Lunar New Year. So we're sort of in this in-between place of ending a cycle and kind of starting a new cycle. New moon in Capricorn is a good time to set intentions around something that you're committed and devoted to, something that you want to make manifest into reality. Capricorn is an earth sign, so you can really think about being committed to your goals, working towards your goals, and making that kind of manifest into your reality. The cards that I've pulled so far, just to see what the overall energy is a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. So I think what I'm getting so far from what I'm seeing is that there is something in your life that has been challenging, something that has required effort, dedication, and commitment. Perhaps something related to justice as well, or something around fairness or equality. That you've kind of been working towards, and perhaps there's been some fear or doubt about whether or not it's going to work out. This card, your overall energy is kind of signifying that you are going to achieve what it is that you're setting out to achieve. And ultimately, it would seem it will be in the highest and, the highest good of all involved. At the bottom of the deck, though, was be bold and make the first move. So I am getting a sense that, again, if you're in a situation that actually involves another person or another organization, like I'm kind of thinking here about perhaps you've been dealing with a conflict at work, with a partner, with yourself, that oh, sorry, I'm just gonna stop that so it doesn't move so much. There we go. So what I'm getting is that a win-win outcome is in the forecast, and you need to take the first move. You need to be bold and make the first move in order to reach this win-win outcome that's forecast. Part of the reason why you need to be bold and make the first move is because at the moment you are the magician. You have the ability to transform this situation into something that is actually beneficial for yourself as well as for others. So if you tap into being bold and making the first move, it will support unlocking this magic that's inside that you have that can transform this situation into something that is actually beneficial, balanced, fair, create some sense of justice and fairness and, equality for all. It may not be easy, as I pulled here as well in terms of what's supporting you from ancestors and the angels was first the sage, be devoted and committed. So whatever this thing is that needs to be transformed that you're working on, it could be a project, it could be, again, a conflict, it could be a habit, a pattern, something within yourself, but whatever it is that you're kind of working towards, you're being asked to devote yourself to this change and this transformation that's required in this situation. So continuing to be devoted and committed while also being brave and honest. Here again, we have this bravery, right? Be brave and honest, be bold and make the first move. Related to being brave and honest, what I'm seeing here is the way that the knight is holding the sword over his heart, and then the rose here in the background that's bloomed. And I'm getting the feeling that there's honesty that needs to be communicated in this situation, and a reminder here through this card that the honesty needs to come from the heart, that there's something within the heart that needs to be expressed. And again, when we express the truth from a place of our heart, although it may feel like it might cause harm to another or it might destabilize a situation, ultimately, if it's coming from our heart, it will lead to this. That even the pain that might cause will actually lead to a win-win outcome, because what you're doing in expressing a truth from your heart is actually bringing more love into the situation, and that helps to balance out and transform, right? It helps to transform that situation into something that is actually positive and beneficial for all, because love is life force energy. Love brings life. So expressing a truth from the heart, but with boldness and with bravery and with courage is what is needed in this time for this situation. And then lastly, we got the card Earth Mother. Feel loved and comforted. So this is beautiful. We have the moon represented here as well through the triple goddess. What I'm also getting from this symbol of the triple goddess is a reminder that you are loved and comforted and supported by the earth, you know, new moon in Capricorn, by the Earth Mother. Always, you know, the triple goddess represents past, present, and future. And to know that even through those difficult circumstances that you've been through that are requiring you to be committed and devoted to this thing in your life that is requiring this effort and that may have brought challenge and disruption and disarray, that a reminder that you are loved and supported and comforted through it all. You know, anytime you're feeling alone in a situation or feeling unbalanced, put your feet on the ground. Like even if you are not near the ground, wherever you are, just really put your feet on the ground. Take a moment, a couple of breaths, to really tune in and to feel the way that your body is held and supported by the earth. Always, always. And then it's not just your Earth Mother, it's also, you know, your guides, your spirit team, whoever you believe in, the universe, source, is always supporting you. Yeah, so just know that. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards just to see if we can find out more about this win-win outcome, this forecast. So let's see if, well, what we can know about this outcome. So maybe I'll just see, what was this challenge about, Spirit? What was the challenge about? Okay. And what is this outcome? What is forecast? Okay. Oh, okay. Beautiful. So, okay, so this might be a love reading for some of you. Take it as it resonates. It could also be work related, but the reason why I'm seeing love is because in terms of the outcome, what I'm seeing here is Two of Cups and Daughter of Wands. So Two of Cups and Daughter of Wands. The Two of Cups, I mean, you can see also here again, we have the roses, but a symbol for love. But in fact, also the way that I'm seeing the two roses leaning against each other, I'm seeing a sense of balance and harmony. And again, this reminder that when you speak from the heart, you create this sense of balance, right? Balance and harmony. But for some of you, this could be that there's a new relationship coming in. The Two of Cups represents our emotions, so it's a sense of feeling connected to and heart-based connection with another. And the Daughter of Wands is the is the energy of fire. As I mentioned, we also are at the end of the year of the snake, and you can see here that that we have a snake here. So I'm feeling a bit of a connection to that. Oh, perhaps I'm sort of feeling that there's something about this balanced, harmonious connection that's going to come in around the timing of the end of the year of the snake, so around February. For some of you, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But yeah, I am getting that there's a passionate, harmonious, heart-filled connection that is forecast. That is what the win-win outcome is, that is forecast. When I asked what the challenge was, though, I got the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is a card of putting work and effort into something and then being patient and waiting to see the outcome of what you've been working on. So given that this came up as your challenge energy, I'm sort of getting that you might have been, again, it's sort of like this devoted and committed energy, right? You have been putting effort and work into this thing, and perhaps you weren't seeing the results and the benefit that you were expecting to see. Maybe there was a delay in what you were hoping to see. Maybe the situation wasn't changing in the way that you were hoping it to. And, you know, that's a good reminder that we cannot control the outcome of something. We can only control what we put into something. So I'm getting that this was the challenge, in that perhaps you were putting effort into something with a certain expectation of how it should end up being. Again, if this was a relationship, then perhaps you were putting a kind of effort into a relationship hoping that the other person might change a certain way. If this is a relationship with yourself, maybe you were putting some kind of effort into changing a habit, but perhaps not really with the full commitment that you needed, and you weren't really seeing the results. But I'm also seeing this come up as the challenge because this is what you're being asked to do right now, right? With the full moon, new moon in Capricorn, you're being asked to continue to be devoted and committed to this thing, whatever it is, not to the outcome, right? Don't be committed to the outcome, but committed to the transformation of the situation that you're that you're in. If this is a project, then it's, again, to remain committed to that project, or committed to addressing this conflict that you're experiencing. And then what Spirit is saying is that with that ongoing commitment, devotion, and honesty about where you're at, what's arising for you from your heart, with that ongoing commitment, you will see a harmonious outcome, a balanced outcome that brings a sense of renewed passion and drive forward, that sorry, I'm also just noticing here actually that we have a lot of growth as well, right? We've got a lot of plants, flowers being depicted in all three of these cards, even though one is, a card of emotions, card of material manifestations, and a card of spirit and passion and energy. And we have plants and plant material in all three of these cards as well. So yeah, I'm feeling really drawn to the plants, and getting a sense again that right, yes, that's it. It kind of brings you back to this card, right? That all you have within your control is to be devoted and committed to the journey that you're on, to be brave and honest about who you are and what's within your heart. And from that point, you need to let go and to trust and surrender, knowing that you are held and cared for and supported. Right? This new moon in Capricorn is reminding us that in order to achieve our goals, we need to do the work, and then we need to surrender and trust that the earth will support us in this journey into creating those visions and those ideas of what we would like to bring into form, to bring it into form. Okay, I think I'm gonna pull one more card. Or no, I'll pull two more cards. So one card will be advice from the angels. I hope this resonates and I hope this helps. Yeah, I'm getting really, really supportive energies are here for you right now. So, just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep going for it. Okay, thank you, angels. What advice do we have for the collective for this new moon in Capricorn? You are supported. As I said, you are not only supported by the Earth Mother, you are also supported by your guardian angels. So yeah, just remember that you're not alone. You're not alone in this. And one of the things that I've learned about this new moon in Capricorn is that it's at the final degrees of Capricorn, which actually, in some sense, it's sort of like a feeling of starting something new. As I said at the beginning, starting something new at the end of a cycle. So again, this is talking about the fact that you're working towards, setting these intentions towards fulfilling something. But this is not a new thing. This is something that has been happening for a while. This is something that you've been experiencing for a while. Maybe it's something that's been going on for months or for years. And this is that final push to get to the end of this cycle. And we have this renewed energy right now with this new moon in Capricorn to get us to the end, to, that end with the end of the snake, into the fire horse. And, wands represent fire. So I actually see here how this card is representing both the end of the snake, the year of the snake, and the shedding and the releasing that we're doing, as well as the wand, which is the new beginning, that will be coming with fire and a renewed sense of hope and inspiration and drive and motivation. And the reminder is that you're not alone, right? That even when things get super challenging and hard, and even when you feel like you're in it alone, you're not alone. You are always supported by both Earth Mother and Guardian Angel and your ancestors. I just want to add that as well. And ultimately, that's going to get you to a place of a win-win outcome, to a place of balance and harmony. But what you need to remember to do is to surrender. You need to surrender expectation of what that outcome is going to be. All you can do is stay devoted, committed, share your heart by being brave and honest, be bold, make the first move, and as you do so, you will begin to unlock the magic within, that fire magic that allows you to transform this situation from one of difficulty and obstacles into one that is a balanced, harmonious outcome. Beautiful. Okay, so the last card that I am going to pull is from Animal Elders Oracle Guidebook. I've been feeling a lot of resonance with animals recently. Had a dream with both spider and bat, and been hearing a lot of people referring to animals, so I just felt like this would be a beautiful card to end with, to get some guidance from an animal. So what animal wants to speak to us for this new moon in Capricorn? Oh, beautiful. Okay, so we have two cards. Yeah. Hold the vision. Elder Crane. Hold the vision. Hold the vision. Be committed and devoted. Stay committed and devoted. And I'm going to read from the guidebook. So this is number 12. That could also be a significant number for someone, 12 or 3. Okay. So hold the vision. As one of the oldest living birds on this planet, the crane carries the medicine of longevity and ancient wisdom. This elder is here to remind you that you are here for the long game. Just as the goat goes up the mountain, right, Capricorn? This is a long game. This is, yeah. Success doesn't always happen overnight, and you are being called to practice unwavering determination. Be committed and devoted. Is there a project or creation that hasn't quite lifted off the ground? Is there a vision in your heart that hasn't yet manifested into reality? Elder Crane swoops in with grace to remind you that life is a journey, and it's important to honor the present moment and all the steps you've taken to get this far. Just as the crane mates for life, you too are being called to deeply commit to your big vision. There have been times when you have wavered or gone off your path, not trusting that you have what it takes to pull off the dream in your heart. Elder Crane stands beside you as you navigate the obstacles before you. The calling of your soul matters. Your aspirations matter. And just because they haven't come yet to fruition doesn't mean that they won't. Allow the medicine of grace to fill your life as this elder grounds you back onto your path. With its long neck, it can see into the future and is here to remind you that while the runway may be a bit longer than expected, your dreams will take flight. That is beautiful. And that is the challenge, right? Even if while you've planted those seeds and you're waiting, it may sometimes seem like it's longer than expected. That is the challenge. But continue to remain devoted and committed. Okay, and then the second card that came out was Elder Bison, open to increased abundance, and this is number 5. Again, number 5 may be relevant to someone here. So, Providing sustenance and life force, Bison is a dear and sacred friend of the first peoples of Turtle Island. Elder Bison roams into your space, offering a herd of abundance, asking you to be extra mindful of the blessings that already fill your life. They remind you that when you are generous of heart, again, bringing in your heart, that which you give returns to you in bountiful ways. Sprinkling goodness and steady strength into your life, this elder asks you to remember that gratitude is powerful, and when you offer it, you expand your capacity for receiving. Right? When you open your heart up, it allows for another heart, for more heart energy to come back in towards you. Just as Indigenous people were careful to use all of the parts of the bison to sustain their lives, you too are asked to build a sacred relationship with abundance and realize how rich you truly are. It is a time of increased flow of goodness for you, and Elder Bison asks you to check on your openness to accept what is meant for you. Take a moment to notice this, for you are inherently worthy. I'm going to repeat that line again. You are inherently worthy. This elder amplifies pathways for new opportunities, relationships, and gifts to enter your life. You are being well provided for at this time, and Elder Bison offers you all that you need. Offers you all that you need. This is truly such a beautiful reading for this new moon. I'm gonna just leave it on hold the vision, stay committed, stay devoted, tap into your heart, communicate from your heart, be brave, take the first move. Know that it might take some time to see the outcomes. I do also want to mention that usually when we manifest on a new moon, we see the outcomes at the full moon of that sign. So right now we're in new moon in Capricorn. The full moon in Capricorn is going to be sometime near the end of June. So what you're seeding now in this time of shedding and releasing and letting go, we are likely to see the outcome of that perhaps sometime around June. And so, continue to remain open to the abundance and to the win-win outcome that is on its way towards you. And how you do that is staying committed and devoted and surrendering to the outcome. Sending you so much love. Happy new moon blessings. Happy 2026. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.